punks, it's time for episode 338 of Good Luck High Five.
Hey everybody, Good Luck High Five is a show for people who play Magic, whether you're playing Magic Arena, you're heading out to a Grand Prix, you're going to go to Barcelona to play in the Mythic Championship, or you're like,
dang.
What's this game? I like games. Let's play games. This is a show for you.
I'm one of your hosts, Megan.
And I'm one of your hosts, Maria.
And today we are talking all about a standard corner.
Yes, so exciting with the release of a new set. In this case, Magic Core Set 2020 means Standard is a brave new world, and we have adventured out into it with our little knapsacks.
That's right.
Orange
Just because
juice.
it's a brave new world doesn't mean that some people are putting on the exact same outfits that they wear every single day and
That's
walking
right.
down the same path that they're always going down. I'm looking at you, mono red players.
No, some people have chosen to brave the elements by putting on a fancy new hat.
That's right.
Or high heels that look like sneakers.
Or boots, because they're practical.
Or how about different color contact lenses?
Ooh, like in each eye.
One in each eye.
One in each eye. Plus, we're going to give you our best auditions for the Planeswalkers on Magic Arena.
Yeah, we decided that if Wizards of the Coast wasn't going to call us and ask us for auditions.
Yeah, we just need to
we're
put
just gonna
our
do it.
audition out there.
This is our reel. Consider this our reel that we're sending into you, Wizards.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you know what? The voice actors do a lovely job right now.
Yes.
But
we're just saying, what if
we'll
also
did
pitch
it?
some new lines?
Yes, new voice lines for sure.
Yes.
Because, an MP3 file can't take up that much room on Magic Arena, right?
Exactly. Let's give them all sorts of things to say.
I like this plan.
Yeah. But before we get started, first, a great big thank you to everyone who is a sponsor of the show over on patreon.com/GLHF Magic.
Yeah, you heard that. Sponsor. We have big sponsors like Card Kingdom, like Ultra Pro, and we also have you.
That's right.
Out there, you're our
You.
sponsors, and the most important sponsor that we have, quite frankly, because you are the ones that
absolutely.
keep the show going.
You are the most important sponsor that we have, you personally. And next month, we have 3 events
This is
that
exciting.
are for patrons only. On Thursday, August 8th will be a day that you can challenge me on Arena.
Yeah.
And we'll have signups for that on our Discord the week before. Thursday, August 15th, you can challenge Maria on Arena in any format that you want.
Yes.
And then on Thursday, August 29th, we're going to have a patron live hangout.
Yay!
So we'll be live on camera, and then people can write in chat questions and that sort of thing.
Yeah, this is super exciting. This is the first time we've done these events, and we're doing them to say thank you for being patrons of the show. So if you want to be included in the challenges coming next month or the hangout, go become a patron this month, and you'll be eligible.
Yep. And like we said, make sure if you are a patron that you're over on the Discord.
Yeah.
It's its own awesome benefit. So you get to hang out with tons of cool people, see tons of awesome stuff that people are chatting about. And like we said, we'll have signups for those challenge days. So we know if you have time to play us, we know what format to be ready for.
Ooh, I'm so excited. What decks will you battle against us?
Who knows?
So we got to thank you all for being sponsors on Patreon, but we also have to thank Card Kingdom for being one of our corporate sponsors and being just amazing.
That is right. They're so great.
I love Card Kingdom.
Every month they help us do a box opening, which is up on our YouTube channel. So we would not be able to do that without them.
No, we wouldn't.
It is fantastic. And they are a great place to get all sorts of sealed product like that.
And if you go to cardkingdom.com/GLHF and use that link to buy anything that you want in your magical life, they'll know that you support us as well. You can say good luck, have token in your order. They'll give you a double-sided Maria and Meghan token.
Yes. We just ran out of stickers.
Yeah, we did.
But soon they will have stickers again, and you can ask for a GLHF sticker.
Yeah, so get free stuff from them, get the stuff you need for Magic, and support the content that you already support. It's like it's its own ecosystem of awesome.
Yeah. Like
trademark.
the prairie.
Is the prairie
like
your favorite
grasslands.
ecosystem?
No, absolutely not.
What's your favorite ecosystem?
I don't know. Mountains.
Ooh, great.
I don't know like what. That's definitely not the technical name for it. But generally speaking, mountains.
Mine's Tundra. Just kidding, but that's the best name.
Yeah, Tundra is.
Tundra.
Yes. Oh, no. Do you know what has the best name?
What?
Taiga.
Oh, yeah, Taiga, definitely.
Yes.
And you know why we know these things? Magic.
Yep. Actually, we know Taiga because that's basically where we live.
Yeah.
Permafrost all day. JK.
You know
Not
what
really.
I was thinking about today playing a video game is that a lot of times like the environments of video games are always the same. Like if you're in an open world, there's always a snow place, there's always a desert place, there's always a forest place.
Yep.
But Magic definitely has defied those stereotypes of gaming.
Oh, do you know what we were also talking about the other day? And this relates to our board game review channel. If you have not gone and checked that
it's
out,
great.
It is so fun. We love it. You can watch Space Park.
Space Prank.
Is one that we put up a couple of weeks ago that we especially really enjoyed, and
it
that's a
was great.
playthrough. And we also kept calling it Space Prank. Anyways, I was talking with a friend the other day about how there's basically like 5 different themes for games, and that's like it.
Yeah.
There's like spies. There's like the ocean.
The ocean?
Or like water or pirates. That includes like
water.
pirates and
We'll
that
put
sort of
water
stuff.
in there. Okay. We've got spies, the ocean.
Or, like industry,
Okay.
which includes like railroads.
Yeah.
Space, obviously.
Space, yeah.
Space,
4.
big one. I don't remember the 4th one.
That was 4. 5.
Oh yeah, I don't.
I'm
remember
gonna.
the 5th
Well,
one.
this probably fits in. Well, not really. I was gonna put spice trading.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Oh yeah, no. One of them was like anything like medieval, Renaissance-y, old timey.
Yeah. Old timey.
Old timey. Yeah. Anyways,
Magic.
I don't know why. That
All
made
of
me
these
think
things
of this. Yeah.
at once
All
and
of them.
more.
Yes. Very true.
It's true.
Very true. Although, what about that underwater one, man?
Oh yeah, we're merfolk, but
Yeah, that's
like
true.
we could still go deeper underwater
You can always go deeper underwater.
until
You're in the Marianas Trench.
you're in the crust.
Marianas? Marinara?
Mara Trench, marinara spaghetti trench.
The Marinara Trench.
It's time for a standard corner.
Just a standard corner.
Your average everyday corner.
Quintessential 90 degrees.
If you looked at that corner on the street, you'd be like, huh, that's a
Yep,
corner.
That's it. Anyways, we're talking about what's new and standard right now.
Yay!
Because some people still playing the old things.
Yeah, come on.
Esper Hero still out there.
We've got new decks.
Mono Red don't even.
Don't even with us.
But there are some new ones.
Yeah, I'm so excited for this because a core set doesn't often mean this many new decks. We're going to talk about 8 new decks
Holy what?
that are basically 100% new thanks to M20. That's a little unusual.
Man, so sit down and prep your chicken.
Did you say prep your chicken?
Prep your chicken nuggets.
Oh,
is what I
chicken
was
nuggets.
saying.
Okay, well, that makes a lot more sense. If I was going to prep my chicken, I'm like, all right, chicken, we're going to sit down. We're going to play some Magic. Put on your little hat. Put on your little bow tie. Get your cards sleeved up.
Nope. Sit down, prep your chicken nuggets, and let's get going.
Well, I'm also
I am
into that.
imagining that you're eating a snack while you're listening
okay.
to this segment,
That's
which is
great.
why I say it. Anyways, first up,
Yes.
Temur Elementals.
So this is like, I would say, the most popular new deck that has hit the scene.
The first weekend after M20 came out, I got trounced by this deck again and
It was
again
everywhere.
and again and again.
And it is supremely powerful.
Yes, it is so good.
So why is this deck, how does this deck exist? Like what cards are making it exist?
Okay.
What is important?
Well, you would think Omnath Locust the Royal would be the biggest one.
Yeah.
And it is big.
It is
it's
large.
Very good. Yes. It's 1 green, blue, red for a 3/3, and when it enters the battlefield, it deals damage to any target equal to the number of elementals you control. And whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on target elemental you control. If you control 8 or more lands, draw a card.
this card does so many different things.
Everything.
This is all you want, basically.
Yes. And so obviously that's a big one. You can deal damage to, you can kill off their planeswalkers.
Yep.
I've had people kill me.
Yeah, with
Deal-
Omnath.
Yes. You can kill their creatures. But the real one is Risen Reef.
This card is so unassuming.
It's so unassuming.
you
I
look
remember
at
the
it.
first time someone played it, I was like, what is happening? And then the next turn they drew 8 cards.
and you're just like, oh,
Not 8,
just
but you
kidding.
get it.
This card is
Yes.
really good. It's just a little 1/1 for 1 green blue.
Yes.
But notably, of course, it is an elemental. Whenever it or another elemental, this is important, enters the battlefield under your control, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card, you just get to put it onto the battlefield. And if it's anything else, you put it in your hand.
So you're getting that card no matter what.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
No matter what. It's better than drawing a card.
I think this card is too good.
I agree.
I honestly do.
I don't know what they were thinking.
I think it's just, I mean, it should just be if it's a land, put it into play. If not, it stays there.
Yes, or you
Right?
could just
Or you could scry it or
Yes,
something.
Exactly. I think it would be reasonable if you could scry that card
It just gets out of control
so fast.
You have to kill this 1/1.
Yes.
Which might not stay a 1/1 if you've got Omnath in play as well, but I'm saying like this is
It's by far the scariest card in the deck.
it's a 1-card engine.
It's a no,
This
I
horse
agree.
has one. This card has one horse, and it
Yeah.
is Risen Reef.
Yeah, but it's a Clydesdale.
Yeah, it is a Clydesdale.
It's a Clydesdale of a horse.
In its free time, it brews beer and also beats face.
Do you think that the Clydesdales are the ones making the beer?
Of course they are. They're the ones making the beer. They're the ones that transport it. They're proud of their product.
Okay. Yep,
All
that's
my beer is
definitely
brought
what's
to
happening.
me on horseback.
Yeah, okay. Also, so this is like the most absurd thing that happens is people will play a turn 3 Risen Reef.
Yep.
You're like,
Okay.
gosh, dang it.
Great.
Then they play turn 4 Chandra Acolyte of Flame. 1 red, and then they use the 0 where you create 2 1/1 elementals. And then it triggers the Risen Reef twice, and they're drawing 2 cards. What world is this?
I say you, but I actually do think this deck is super creative and cool because
it is very
based
creative.
around elementals, but it's just very, very good.
And you just never expect. Also, you never expect a tribal deck to be this good.
No, you don't. That's why the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, haha, that's
oh my
cute.
goodness, same thing. I was just like, oh, okay, you're doing like elementals tribal or whatever. Boy, was I wrong.
Call me when you get a win.
Exactly.
No, yeah, that's true. And the thing is, like, it also has a bunch of cards like Creeping Trailblazer or Leafkin Druid, which are just little tiny role-playing elementals. But the fact that they're elementals, it doesn't matter that one of them is an 0/3.
No, it's completely.
Just doesn't matter.
It is busted.
Yeah. And then, of course, you're just playing Nissa Who Shakes the World, which is one of the most powerful planeswalkers ever printed.
So good.
And you're ramping into her with Leafkin Druid and with the help of your Risen Reef. So good night. Good night.
Good day.
So yeah, I think this is one of the best decks in Standard and
absolutely
an absolute powerhouse.
We're going to see more of it. Risen Reef.
For sure.
Is it too good? Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
We're here to be like, yes.
What do you think? If you think Risen Reef is too good, tweet at us with the hashtag #RiseThisReef. Which I don't know what that'll look like, all one word, but you know.
Rise this reef. Anyways. Next up, we've got Boros Feather.
I think when I saw Feather previewed for the first time, I was very excited because this seems like a super sweet aggro deck card.
Yes. And people are getting real spicy with it.
Oh, yeah?
So Feather, the Redeemed, is red, white for a 3/4 flying.
Great
Whenever
rate.
you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature you control, exile that card instead of putting it into your graveyard as it resolves. If you do, return it to your hand at the beginning of the next end step.
So you can just keep casting that stuff.
Exactly. And it uses stuff like, obviously there's stuff like God's Willing, Defiant Strike, but there's also Reckless Rage. This is for 1 red. It's an instant. Deals 4 damage to target creature you don't control and 2 damage to target creature you do control.
Okay.
So it counts.
Yeah.
It's a removal spell that you just get to keep putting back into your hand.
Okay, that's awesome.
It is very spicy.
I really like this card. This deck also plays Dreadhorde Arcanist.
Yes.
Which is a little creature that's also been making a splash in formats like Legacy.
Ooh.
Because of the ability here. It's a 1/3. By the way, it has Trample, which I learned.
Thank goodness.
I was today years old when I learned that. Whenever it attacks, you may cast target instant or sorcery spell with converted mana cost less than or equal to Dreadhorde Arcanist power from your graveyard without paying its mana cost.
Oof.
And then you exile
So
it.
you like pump this buddy up. First of all, this has like plenty of 1 mana things.
Oh,
Defiant
yeah.
Strike, God Willing, Reckless Rage, Sheltering Light. Those are all 1 anyways.
Yeah, don't try and kill Feather. You just won't be able to.
Ugh, never. Yeah, and then Dreadhorde Arcanist is just like, let's cast it all again.
I love it.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, it's really cool. It also plays 10th District Legionnaire into Kotley Honor Guard, which is kind of
this one that we're looking at has 4 Season of Growth.
Okay.
1 and a green. Whenever
Spicy.
a creature enters the battlefield under your control, scry 1. Whenever you cast a spell that targets a creature you control, draw a card. What?
Yes.
Wow.
I love that.
Wow.
Okay, thumbs up for putting Season of Growth in here.
All
You're
right.
greedy, and I see you, and I love it.
This is a 5-0 from a standard league, so
I mean, like it
got
worked.
in there.
It
Yeah.
worked. We're not talking about janky builds. These are all 5-0'd Magic Online leagues.
All right. What's up next, Maria?
Up next, we've got Azorius Flyers. And if you thought this is just somebody who didn't have enough tickets or rare wild cards to make a deck,
You might be right.
you might be right. But
You could be
also,
right.
this deck is very good.
But joke's on you because it's doing great.
Yeah, so this is basically just a deck that plays a lot of little flyers. We've got Fairy Miscreant, which will draw you a card if you've got another one in play. Healer's Hawk, we all remember that card. Loyal Pegasus, Siren Storm Tamer, Spectral Sailor. You can pay 4 to draw with that card there.
Who is Empyrean Eagle?
I mean,
Other creatures you control flying get +1/+1.
now we're
One
gonna
white
pump them
blue.
up. Yeah.
I mean that makes sense.
You've got little flyers and you got to find ways to make them bigger, and Empyrean Eagle's going to help you out.
New M20 rare Hanged Executioner, 2 and a white for a spirit. Flying, when enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. 3 and a white, exile it, exile target creature.
I like it.
Yeah, same.
There's multiple uses.
Plus the classic Venerated Loxodon. Convoke
Makes
it out,
sense.
put counters on everything. A
Little
little
T.
little Teferi Time Raveler. 4 favorable wins. This is
Beautiful.
the enchantment that says creatures you control with flying get +1/+1, which is basically all
And you know
of
what?
them.
I look at this deck and I'm like, haha, cute.
Yeah.
You didn't have enough rares.
But it's going to run
But
you over.
This also
It's gonna
5-0 to
get
league.
it done.
This deck, it works. So if you are looking for a deck that doesn't cost a lot of mythics or rares, here you go.
Yep. It is here for you.
You've just got to get
Fairy
those Loxodons
Miscreant
into
is here to
fairies.
say, do you want to draw some cards?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. I should make this deck. It seems up my alley.
Yeah, it really does.
This one seems up your alley, Megan.
Ah, yes.
And
Simic Flash.
I played against this deck so many times the other day that I wanted to destroy everything I've ever loved. I hate this deck,
Let's just
which is why I know
flip
you'll love it.
around. Let's just do it.
Okay, so Simic Flash is, I like to call this deck also a Protect the Queen deck, which in Modern, you're talking about Nahiri, which you're trying to save and not kill, and then Ultimate her. This deck, you're trying to protect your Night Pack Ambusher, more or less, and you play nothing on your own turn. Night Pack Ambusher is the 4/4 wolf for 4 with Flash. Other wolves and werewolves you control get +1/+1. At the beginning of your end step, if you didn't cast a spell this turn, you get to make a 2/2 wolf, which,
Nice.
spoiler alert, is actually a 3/3 wolf thanks to
Yeah,
Night Pack
because of this.
Ambusher.
Oh, sick.
So you play your Night Pack Ambusher, you protect it with a bunch of counter magic.
Yeah.
And then you only play things on your opponent's turn, like Brineborn Cutthroat, which is a new
Yeah.
M20 card, which is a 2/1 Merfolk that gets +1/+1 counters every time you cast a spell on your opponent's turn. Merfolk Trickster to tap their stuff down or
Frilled
flash it and
Mystic to
block
counter
it.
things.
Frilled Mystic.
Yes.
Spectral Sailor flashes in and then draws you cards.
I'm into this deck.
This deck, you are never allowed to do anything if you're the opponent.
That's what I like to hear.
That's what I'm saying. This deck has your name on it.
I'm gonna go try this out. Yeah.
So
Yes.
like just do that, counter everything they ever play, and then you win. Because once Night Pack Ambusher starts to get off the ground, even for one turn,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? They've already made 5 wolves.
Wolves. Oh, love it. Love it.
Yeah, so there you go. Simic Flash.
All right.
Beware.
Maria, going back to your style.
Okay.
Orzhov Vamps.
So I do love tribal decks.
Vampires.
The Vampires are here, thanks
Yes.
to Soren, Megan's favorite planeswalker of all time.
Soren can go straight to heck.
Big time heck.
He can go to big time heck. Do you know what? He can go climb right back into that rock that he was supposed to be eternally trapped in.
Do we know how he got out
Get
yet?
back in your rock.
Does anybody figure? Did anyone? Tell
Does
us?
anyone know?
He did. Somebody I feel like tweeted at us, but I don't remember what
Maybe.
it was. You can do it again.
Do you know what? If you know, please tweet it at us with the hashtag rock this Soren.
Rise this reef.
Rise this reef. Rock this Soren.
Soren. Yeah, I do want to know.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a tribal deck, but it is not exactly.
It should have been Soren Get Stoned. You can use either one.
Either one works.
Yep.
Okay, that's great.
Anyways.
It's not as aggressive as you might assume a vampire tribal deck would be because of the fact that there is so many different
It
lines
does
of
still play 12 1-drops.
That's accurate. But this is what I found playing it,
Yeah.
is that it is not really very aggressive. It can get the wins, of course, coming out fast if nothing stops it.
Mm-hmm.
But the weird part about this deck is that there are so many different play patterns in this deck, and it's very difficult to know
Ooh.
which one you should do.
Yeah.
And I watched William Hugh Jensen pilot this to his 7-0 in the metagame constructed arena event, and I was like, oh, well, look, Huey's doing it with this deck. I'm going to try. No, I could not do it because it is not an easy deck to play. And the reason I mention this is a lot of it has to do with Sorin Imperious Bloodlord, who's your planeswalker at 3 mana. So you can plus Sorin to kill one of your own vampires, sacrifice one to do 3 to something. Mm-hmm. Anything. You can also plus Sorin to put a +1/+1 counter and give one of your vampires lifelink, death touch to the end of turn. Or you can -3 Sorin, who comes in at 4 loyalty, and take a vampire from your hand and just put it onto the battlefield.
Great.
Why that is important is because we've got a vampire that draws you a lot of cards in Champion of Dusk.
Yeah.
Okay, but you also take a big hit from that because it drains you for how many vampires you have in play, draw that many cards. But like what I'm saying is those options, those are 3 pretty tough options most of the time.
Yeah.
Because unless you've got your flipped Legion's Landing, you don't have a lot of fodder to just go around murdering your own vampires and like throwing them at people's faces or at their creatures. And you're like, but I also really like this creature. My Knight of the Ebon Legion is really good. Am I just going to blow it up to deal with a Risen Reef?
Yeah.
Or am I going to, whatever, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The deck is actually very, very tricky, but really fun and rewarding to play when you get those wins because it's not very straightforward.
All right. So
there
if
you
you're
go.
looking for a challenge,
That's what I think is true.
try
about
it
this deck.
out.
Yeah, but I
Nice.
think a very strong deck as well.
Yeah. Next up, we have Gruul Dinos.
All right.
Rawr.
This is our third theme deck here.
Yeah. This has, I mean, obviously a lot of dinos. Regisaur Alpha, which we haven't seen in a while. One of my favorites because it says you can draw cards off
Yeah.
of it. Ripjaw Raptor. Plus some Domri, Anarch of Bolas, and of course Nissa, who shakes the world. Because if you're playing green, if you're not playing Nissa, you need to reevaluate your deck building.
It's so
Because
true.
it's just so good.
It's so good.
It can win a game on its own.
This deck also real. It might be dinosaurs and you might be like, oh, that's a cute deck.
Yeah.
But it is very powerful. We get to
Yep.
play Marauding Raptor, which is just a super powerful card
Ooh,
too.
This plus like playing this on 2. So this is the 1 in a red for a 2/3. Creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Marauding Raptor deals 2 damage to it. If a dinosaur is dealt damage this way, Marauding Raptor gets +2/+0 until end of turn.
Yeah.
So you can go turn 2 this, turn 3 Ripjaw Raptor.
Yep. Draw a card.
Yeah, you draw a card. This gets +2/+0, so you attack him
Yep.
with a 4/3.
Gross.
Great. Great.
I also had
I love it.
the thing where someone was playing against me and I was like, oh, you made a dinosaurs deck. Aren't you cute? And then I was like, ugh.
Yep.
Just
Get got.
kidding. I got big
Yeah.
time.
It also plays a single Voracious Hydra,
Nice.
which I appreciate.
I mean, I love any Hydra.
Yeah. I would love to see a tribal Hydras deck.
That would be great.
That would be really
and
cool.
That Hydra wants a tribal Hydras deck.
Yeah.
So, all right. I'm going to keep my eyes on. Is that your Hydra?
Yeah.
Are you getting ready for the Planeswalker edition?
Yeah, I am I'm ready.
If only there's a Hydra Planeswalker. I'm a snake man. Ooh, that's spooky.
Okay.
I just got spooked from that Hydra sound.
Watch out. It is coming for you. Anyways. And finally, Boros Angels is back.
Yay!
It is back, baby.
I love Boros Angels, a classic mid-range Angels deck that's super powerful playing. We all know Aurelia. We know and love Aurelia. She's in here, of course.
Yep. Lyra's back in here.
Yay, Lyra!
A beautiful giant mythic angel. Feather is also in this one.
Okay, that makes sense.
This one also has 4 Bishop of Wings.
What the heck? The 1/4?
Yeah, this is the 1/4 from M20 for white. Whenever an angel enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 4 life.
Okay.
Whenever an angel you control dies, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying.
Hey, I kind of like that.
Same.
I mean, like, hey, if you're gonna kill my angels, at least I get to keep like hitting you in the face a little bit.
Yeah.
I like that Chandra is also in this
Yes,
deck.
it has the 6 mana Chandra, 4 red, 6 loyalty, +2. Each opponent gets an emblem with at the beginning of your upkeep. This emblem deals 1 damage to you. Also can't be countered.
Yeah.
And it has some other abilities as
Super
well.
powerful
obviously.
stuff. Yeah. I'm interested to rebuild this and see how good it is these
Yeah.
days based on when I used to play Boros Angels. I call it tier 2 probably.
Yeah. Who
So-
knows? I mean, this one also went 5-0 in a standard league.
Wow, this is incredible. Like, think of all of these new decks here coming from a core set.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
It's pretty incredible.
I know we're early in standard and we haven't really shook out, separated
like what's good and what's bad.
good and what's bad.
We haven't used our little sieve.
We are good bad
as
sieve.
we're panning for gold, standard gold.
The big decks are the big chunks of gold, and everything else falls through into the river of jank
sand.
The jank
yeah,
river.
the jank river.
But this is exciting that at this point,
I'm gonna go on canoe on Jank River this weekend. Actually,
be careful. You might get swept downstream and never be able to come back from that jank lifestyle.
Yep, gotta watch out.
But honestly, all of these decks actually do seem fairly strong to me, and maybe they all have staying power, at least in some kind of way through tier 1 to tier 3.
We'll see.
That's my prediction.
I'm definitely going to be trying out Simic Flash.
Oh boy. I hope I don't play you. And if you play me and you're playing Simic Flash, know that on the other end, my sunny persona is really turned into one giant mad face.
Just gonna spam the Yorgo emote on it.
That's terrible.
Yorgo.
Because
Yorgo.
I'm never gonna get to play anything because it's just gonna get countered. Or if I happen to attack with one of my vampires, well, guess who's gonna come on in? It's gonna be the merfolk, and they're gonna be like, block, or they're gonna be like, I'm gonna stick here, and next turn I'll be big enough to block and eat your creature. As you can see, I have an issue.
Yeah, you seem sad.
That's one word for it.
All right, everyone, it is time for us to give you our best auditions.
So excited.
For the Arena Planeswalker voice lines. Yeah.
Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Andy went to the Indies in his undies.
Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers.
A pack?
A peck?
Is that what people say?
No, he picked a peck.
A peck. That's also weird.
A peck.
A unit of measurement.
Peppers.
One peck.
One peck.
Bizarre.
Pint.
A pint of pickled peppers.
Pork.
A pork of pickled peppers?
Peter Piper picked a pork of pickled peppers. Everyone knows
like
it.
Any of those.
Everyone knows it.
So,
all right.
Okay. So like we said, people already do these voices, but we're just adding to it. We're not subtracting. We're just
trying to give some other ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So first up, we're gonna start with Karn.
Ooh, Karn, classic.
Yeah. Okay. Karn.
All right. So here's my addition for Karn.
Yeah.
And what is he? The Great Creator right now? Karn, the Great Creator. I'm sad. And that's what happens when you play him.
Look what I made you. I tried to go more robot.
Look what I made you.
Look what I made you. He's the Great Creator, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
That's
really
my
good
suggested voice line for when he goes and fetches.
Oh, excellent. I love that. Okay.
All right.
Next up, we've got Jace.
Yeah. Yep.
Classic
okay,
Jace.
Classic Jace.
All right, here we go. Jace. I've got to get into the Jace mood.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Do you want to go see My Chemical Romance? I think I nailed it. Think about it, wizards.
All right. I'm going to go put some eyeliner on in the library bathroom. Because he's at the library.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, he's Jace. So he's like trying to walk that edge between cool, but he's just a nerd.
He's just such a nerd.
Yeah, he's such a nerd.
I love it. Next up is Liliana.
Yeah.
So this is Liliana Dreadhorde General. Okay. Hey, do you want to go on a picnic, but it's in the middle of the night and the food that we eat is all rotten? Love, Liliana.
Gross.
It's a really long voice line.
It's a really long voice line.
Very long.
That's okay.
But she just wants to go on a sad picnic.
Tag, you're dead. It's fine.
That one's actually legit. That's legit. I prefer to think of them as I want to say is I prefer to think of my army as blank, not undead. Oh, here we go. I've got it. I prefer to think of my army as fun dead, not undead.
My zombies are all just living their best unlife.
Okay, these are all really good. These are all great. And we're just making these up, by the way, off the tops of our heads. So
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. All right. Chandra.
Chandra. Ooh, which Chandra, though?
Tag, you're on fire. It's a theme in mine.
I mean, like, she has one. All of hers are so kind of like...
They're so, like...
What's the word?
They're so teen.
Very teen.
She's such
very,
a, like... Yeah.
Spice. What am I trying to say?
Feisty.
Feisty.
Yeah,
that's
she's
it.
like a feisty teen in
But
hers.
the other Chandra before these three Chandras was legitimately a little frightening.
Yes.
The things she would say.
Yeah.
You're on fire, sucker. And then you just be like, oh, geez.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Is it hot in here or is it just you? How about that one for teenage Chandra?
Yep. My red hair hides my sociopathic tendencies. That's mine.
Yeah, she does like to just light
She
things
just
on
lights
fire.
things on fire. Honestly, if we're being real, all planeswalkers kind of seem like sociopaths.
Yeah, that is accurate.
Like they're all out there.
Except for Karn.
Yeah, that's true.
Karn
He's just a
didn't
robot.
ask for this life.
No.
Stop dropping. Heads will roll. That was not the right voice, but I think I'm on to something.
I like that line though. I do like that line. What about a Johnny?
Okay, Ajani.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love Ajani's voice lines, by the way. They're probably my favorites. See for yourself what I see in you.
Meow. It's fine.
Meow. Rub my belly. Just kidding. Real cat, because he's like a real
Yeah,
cat.
because he's a real cat.
Yeah.
'Cause he's a real cat. Sorry, I'm just I'm trying to think.
Kitty's
I'm
got
trying to
claws. What about that one?
Yeah, I like that
Kitty's
one
got
quite a bit.
claws. Okay. Or how about this one? Hairball.
Simba, my son, when you look at everything the light touches is yours.
Why
Yeah.
don't we do a Disney Magic crossover? It seems
Yeah.
like it's about time.
I mean, Disney's buying everything else.
That's
so
true. I mean,
watch
maybe
out.
TikTok.
Yeah.
All right. How about Angrath?
Yeah. I miss my kids.
This is a little known fact. I think a lot of people don't know. Angrath is just a dad that
Yeah.
got trapped on
Yeah.
Ixalan.
That's why he's so mad.
He just is so mad.
He's just trying to
He
get
wants
back to
get
his
home.
kids.
It's dinner time, kids. Make sure to brush your teeth.
Yeah. Put on your pajamas and go to bed. I would
Great.
be so happy if I played an Angrath and that was its voice
I
line.
know. I would love it. Okay, who do we have next? Who do you want to do next?
Ashiok.
Okay. Oh, I love Ashiok. By the way, Ashiok is my favorite voice lines on Magic Arena because
I
it's
can't even tell what they're
so
saying.
creepy.
It's just creepy.
Do you want to have a nightmare? That's kind of what it sounds like, honestly.
My costume is made of gauze.
Ooh, I've got one. Sweet dreams are made of this.
My robes are chiffon.
I haven't cut my fingernails in 27 years. Okay, great. Those are all great options. You can just cut those straight out
I'm
of the show.
Ashiok.
Ashiok?
I'm Ashiok.
Okay,
That's
great.
it's just
saying the
an
name. Oh, okay.
introduction.
Nice to meet you, Ashiok.
Yeah. I just like doing that voice.
Do you want to do a line for Arlen Cord since she's the wolf keeper?
Oh yeah. Oh!
Why doesn't she say, "Who let the dogs out?" I did. Arlen Cord. Is that copyrighted?
It's time for you to pack up.
Ooh, nice. I like that one. Does Arlen even say anything when she comes into play?
I haven't played an Arlen in so long I couldn't
I
tell
don't
you.
think anybody has.
Yeah.
Nobody has ever played Arlen Cord on Arena in a constructed deck, so no one will ever know the answer
no
to
one
this.
knows.
Okay.
Soren's is I rock, not.
Yeah, that's definitely Soren's. Sarkin loves dragons. So Sarkin's is, hey, quit dragging ass and get to the skies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also do currently like the Sarkin. that they have on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite right now?
It's for sure. I think it is Ashiok because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
the one that
No, it's
actually
true. That's
legit
right.
creeps me out when I hear it. The one that they have for Nicol Bolas is quite aggressive.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like, I can't even do it. It's just so long. It says something so long. What does he say? Like,
My name is Nicol Bolas, and here is my plan for world domination. First, I'm going
no,
to...
Nicol, don't tell him your plan.
It's like a classic Bond movie where
Yeah.
it's just him
First.
explaining step by step his plan. And Eugene and everyone is just like, now we know.
When you know your plan now.
Now we know.
Hey, I'm Eugene, the spirit dragon.
Ooh, I'm a ghost dragon.
I'm Eugene. I'm the less cool of the two dragon twins.
Ooh, Vraska's is
Oh yeah, Braska.
um
I'm gonna get in my lower
Okay.
register here. Braska. Hey, take out the trash, then bring it back in.
because she's Golgari.
She likes garbage.
All right.
You know?
Yeah. Okay.
Give me a Vraska.
The Undercity is my domain. If you're not careful, it will be your home.
Oh, spooky. Vrasky, we're coming for you.
Yeah, it's like it's a lightly veiled threat. Is what I was going for.
Brush my snake hair. No.
What?
Nobody wants to brush your
No.
snake hair, Vraska.
Aw, that's mean. Someone out there wants to brush. I mean, Jace wants to brush Vraska's snake hair.
he does. Are they still an item?
I have no idea.
Ooh, I want to know. If you know,
It is
there's
the second most pressing question after how did Soren get out of that rock?
okay. So we need to know that. If you
Yeah.
know, if you know if they're still an item, please tweet at us with the hashtag.
I want to brush your snake
I
hair.
want to brush hashtag. I want to brush your snake hair. Thank you.
Yeah.
Great hashtag.
Yep.
So, Wizards, please call us. We know we've done a really good job,
Yes,
so we expect
obviously.
a call any day now.
Yeah, either for the writing of new voice lines or for the recording or for both. We're
For both.
obviously
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
obviously very happy to do both.
Yeah, we're here. You know, we're a service that.
Yeah.
It's time to say thank you to Ultra Pro.
That's right. One of the Ultra Pro sponsors of the show.
In fact, the only Ultra Pro.
I mean, I was
sponsor.
trying to make like one of the Super Pro sponsors of the show.
Oh, nice.
I was trying to make like a bit out of it, but it didn't work.
Ultra Pro is great
Yeah.
because they are always the first company to jump on making stuff with the new art
Yes.
that it comes out with every
and
set.
it looks so good.
It looks great, and they have the Japanese Planeswalker stuff from what am I trying to say? Japanese Planeswalker stuff.
Yeah, from
From
Japan.
more of the Spark. But they also are now making stuff with the stained glass Planeswalker art on it.
What? Get over
I
there
know.
and get it.
I'm so excited.
It's so pretty.
It's so pretty.
So gorgeous.
We retweeted one of their pictures of the new stained glass Planeswalker art stuff playmats, and I can't wait to see it.
My goodness.
Because that has been some of
I'm
my
so
favorite
excited.
art that Wizards has done recently.
Yeah.
So
it's so good.
it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
They have it on their website, and you can find their stuff at cardkingdom.com/GLHF2. So if you're in the market for that, it's coming out pretty soon, and I couldn't be more
Get over
stoked.
to those presses because it's coming off them hot.
They print playmats like
I
they
really-
print newspapers.
I mean, they might. I don't know how the process works.
They actually made a video of it.
Oh.
It is really cool to watch, honestly.
Ah, snap. All right. Well, that's something
Now
else.
I want to go find it. That's this episode of Good Luck High Five.
That's right. Thank you once again for coming on this journey with us.
It really has been.
Yes. If you somehow have missed last episode, make sure you go back and check it out because that was the one where we had Magic Von Expert.
That was great.
Magic Expert back on the show.
Yeah.
And heard some about the Netflix pitches.
I mean, if you want to hear some
talking
great
about.
new magic shows on Netflix, that's the episode
That's
for
the
you.
place to go.
And go over and sign up for our Patreon now if you want to get in for our August Hangouts or August challenges to play us on Arena. Just a way for us to say thank you again for being fans of the show and patrons and supporters of the show and sponsors, honestly, of our show, keeping it on the airwaves. And of course, thanks to Ultra Pro and Card Kingdom again for being amazing sponsors as well. They've been there for us over the years, and hopefully you can be there for them too while you support your Magic hobby. Next week, we're going to be live from Barcelona.
Hot diggity dog.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be pretty cool. And we are probably going to do our episode where we are mostly out of it, I would imagine, because of jet lag. And we've got predictions to make about who's going to win the Mythic Championship. I have ideas about this.
We'll have our leagues up next week when we're talking about those.
Yeah.
So get ready for that Mythic Championship, man.
Yes. If you think you can predict the winners of the cards people are going to bring, the players, who's going to take the whole thing down, get your thoughts in order, because 1,000 Leagues is going to start off those drafts, and we have some for our show with sweet prizes.
Sick.
So yeah, lots of exciting stuff coming at you next week, and
catch you on the flip side, my party pigs.